Hi guys, Fuzzy from Fuzzy Foodie here. Today we're going to go over my homemade tomato sauce. You can use this on a variety of dishes, pasta, pizza, pizzillas, even my homemade lasagna. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's get to it.
Okay, so we take our preheated pot, we add 4 tablespoons of butter. We're going to go ahead and add some extra virgin olive oil to coat the bottom of the pan. We do this because this will also raise the smoke point of the butter. We don't want it to brown or burn. So we'll go ahead and give that a good mix. Once our butter is a good portion of the way melted, we'll go ahead and add our 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. Give that a stir, and we're going to go ahead and cook that until it gets a little bit brown and smells fragrant. Now we'll add our 3 diced Vidalia onions and 3 diced shallots. We'll give that a stir to combine it with the butter and olive oil mixture. And then we're going to cook these until they become translucent and fragrant. After they've cooked for about 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add in our 1 teaspoon of sea salt. We'll mix that up, make sure it's thoroughly combined, and we'll let it cook simmering for a few more minutes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add our 30 ounces of tomato paste. Give that a stir to combine it with the other ingredients. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to let this simmer a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and start adding our herbs. So we'll go ahead and add our oregano, our fennel, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon fennel. We'll add 1 tablespoon of granulated onion, 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, 1 tablespoon of parsley, and 1 tablespoon of basil. So again, our herbs are 1 tablespoon of fennel, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon parsley, 1 tablespoon basil, and a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. And so we're going to continue stirring this and allowing this to cook over a medium-high heat until it starts to change color. You should see it start to change from the deep red that it was to this orangish red. And what that'll do is by cooking the tomato paste, we get rid of that tinny taste from the can. You always want to make sure you cook tomato paste. And we're making sure to continue to stir it and scrape any brown bits off the bottom so we make sure we get that flavor development into our sauce. And once we're satisfied with the color, then we'll go ahead and add our 3 30-ounce cans of Hunt's tomato sauce. I like to use Hunt's tomato sauce because it doesn't have a real strong flavor, and it's very smooth. I like my tomatoes to be smooth. I don't really care for chunks in my tomato sauce. If you'd like that, you could use stewed, whole canned tomatoes, and you could chop them up with a stick blender, or you could even use crushed tomatoes. It's entirely up to you. But I prefer to use this smooth tomato sauce for thinning out my sauce. I tend to use crushed tomatoes more for when I'm cooking chili, because I don't mind if it's a little bit, the tomato is a little chunkier. So once we get this thoroughly mixed together, we'll go ahead and we will add our earlier in the day we had cooked some pasta and reserved some of the water instead of dumping it all out. I like to use this to thin the sauce because it's already got that pasta flavor with the starchy water, and it's already been seasoned with sea salt. So, if you use regular tap water, number one, because it's cold, it's going to slow down the cook process. But number two, it may also require you to adjust your level of herbs as well. So once we've got that thoroughly mixed together, and the consistency that we kind of like, it should just coat the back of a spoon and, be relatively kind of between thick and thin. It should definitely coat the back of the spoon. Now we'll go ahead and add the sweetener. In this case, I like to use 4 tablespoons of stevia because I'm trying to avoid having so much sugar in my diet. So I like to cut corners where I can as it pertains to sugar. You could use sugar if you'd like. You may need to adjust the amount, but with the stevia and all the herbs, I really don't even miss the sugar. Next, we'll go ahead and put a lid on the pot. You want to do this because as the pasta sauce is heating, because it's a thicker liquid, it's going to spit, and you could get a blob of tomato sauce that launches into the air, lands on your skin, and burns you. So you want to make sure you use this lid. And you'll notice after I let this simmer for a while, when I come back, I don't immediately take the lid off. I crack the lid, I stick the spoon in, and I get things start stirring. And then what I do is, then I will remove the lid if I need to, because at that point, it's not spitting as much. So if that's, boiling hot liquid spits that tomato sauce onto your skin, it's going to burn you. So, kind of want to imagine yourself to be a knight, and that lid is your shield. Use it to protect yourself. Okay. So after a few more minutes of cooking the pasta sauce, it should be ready to go. We're going to go ahead and grab some pasta. The great thing about having a hot sauce that's boiling is that you could use pasta that comes right out of the refrigerator. You throw some sauce on there, mix it up, and it'll actually warm the pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting the sauce on my lunch, and I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple extra herbs on there. I like to throw a little extra granulated garlic, some more crushed red pepper because I like it spicy, and then finish it off with a little bit of Parmesan, and you're good to go. Again, folks, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the sauce, especially if you try to make it. Also, if there's any dishes that you'd like to see me make in the future, please leave a comment. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much, and I hope everybody has a great day. Catch you later.